Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to THYSIASTEry? THYSIASTEry? I don't know. It's a retro modern dungeon crawler with some really interesting systems and a really gorgeous, like, old school style. Ooh. So we can actually change our difficulty settings. So Touch of Chaos, monsters are given a random additional skill. Grievous Wounds, wounds carry attribute penalties. Permanent death. Doesn't look like it can turn that off. Touch of Chaos sounds interesting, but I'm gonna leave it off for now. Let's wake up and see how this goes. So if one of my characters dies, they're toast. You feel a throbbing ache and haze, the world contorting into a kaleidoscope, fading into darkness. An unfamiliar brand makes itself known on your body as you wake up somewhere unusual to you. After finding another in the same situation, you set out to explore together. Basic movement. Welcome to the demo of THYSIASTERY. You are in control of a party of the branded, lost in a labyrinth. Use WSD to move your party, Q and E to turn. Time does not pass while you are idle. When you take does not pass when you are idle. When you take action, including movement, everything in the labyrinth takes an action as well. And enter and exit combat mode by pressing tab. Interact with interface WSD. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. Basic movement, party rows, character sheets, turn order, turn delay. I'm going to leave that off for now. Let's just take a look. So we've got Hills and Uthor. Okay. So this is, dithered as hell. So we can rest. We can check our party. We've got Hills. Oh. Who I have to put back in the party. Okay, it doesn't seem like it can do too much with that. So Hills is our fighter. Okay, so this is just telling me about the character panel. Change equipment. You can have one character teach the skill of your choice to another character by clicking on the skill and selecting teach. Start teaching the selected skill to the selected character. Once the character accumulates enough experience, they learn the selected skill. Huh. So grants regeneration to all allies, healing minor amounts of healing over time. There's also paths, Ninja 1. So Hills is actually our kind of rogue-ish. And then they have Femur Breaker. Okay, the rest I don't think I can work with. Extra skills. So mass regeneration might be a really good thing. And he's got life boost. Increases max HP by 15%. Soldier, rank 1. What's he have? Rote. Removes damage variance from characters' attacks. Increases accuracy. I'm going to start teaching that one. Because that actually seems really good. Okay, and it doesn't look like... Oh, I see. It's because he's currently learning that we can't do anymore. Alright, so let's start looking around. Yeah, having reliable reliable damage values seems like it's going to be extremely helpful. It's a little hard on my eyes, but I kind of love it. I know this is going to sound kind of goofy, because, like... Well, is there a way I can actually mess with any of these things? Frame rate, border... Sprite palette, dramatic. Oh, that's fun. So we can actually change the aesthetics. It doesn't seem like it changes everything, so I'm going to go back to dramatic, because it kind of matches the aesthetic of everything else. It's very, Okay, so we can't attack. Range 1, mass regeneration. Let's wait. Okay, we have Femur Breaker. Attack that may hinder the movement. Regen, defend, whatever. I think we're just going to attack. It is whatever the hell this thing is. I guess it's just called the pile. Doesn't seem like it did a whole lot of damage. Okay. Can I just... No. There's nothing I can do on this one specifically. Alright, that's the end of combat mode. So we find a vial of Azoth from the remains. Fair enough. Problem is there's a lot of this stuff on the side, but I have no idea when it's going to be something I can interact with. That's a big squid. I'm gonna wait. Actually, maybe not. I think we move forward. What is this? Unaware. Unaware of the party. Are you really? Okay. Okay, so we've been reduced dexterity. Doesn't look like we've taken any damage, just mostly confused me. Holy smokes, this thing actually hurts pretty bad. Oh, but it's dead. Looks like Ulthor took some damage. Oh, we have a altar? The party comes across an ancient altar covered in flora. The symbols are alien and the decoration seems to be carved from bone, hopefully animal ones. The party would be wiser to leave it alone, but there's an alluring occult aura about it, a vast charm into the past wherein lies power untapped. Reach out and touch it. Who will touch the altar? Let's go with Hills. As they touch the altar, they feel a mighty surge, an ancient powers and memories rippling through their body. Their mind is blasted with knowledge of the power's snap reactions. With that, the aura of the altar vanishes. Whichever entity granted the power is gone. Okay. Yep, nothing else to do here. So, if we go back to this menu. Oh, medicine, spirit powder. Azoth, remove status ailments. Bullets are hard to find. More Azoth. I don't know if we have limits to anything. So I want to take a look. Snap reactions. For skills that activate based on chance, increases that activation chance. So really not that good for him. However, if we can find anybody that specifically scales off of RNG attacks, Yersh. I don't entirely know why I've become obsessed with dungeon crawlers lately. I played like a little bit of Etrian Odyssey and had a very good time with it. I guess we can go back to my base. Oops. Well, it's fighting time. Like, I played a little bit of Etrian Odyssey on, since the collection of 1, 2, 3 are available on Steam now, and I had a decently good time with them. And then I remember really enjoying Vaporum for at least a little while. But I've never, like, finished a dungeon crawler. Okay, so we might as well rest. It seems like I can just rest as much as I want. Ulthor dreams of the sea. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Let's see. Oh, is that how I move them front row, back row? Unfortunately, I don't have any other weapons, so it's kind of moot. Alright, back to attacking. I wonder if breaking their femurs slows them down in combat for, like, turn order. Or if it's mostly based on their ability to chase me around. Not sure. I wonder how leveling works in this one. But one way or another, I've become, I think, progressively more obsessed with not auto battlers, dungeon crawlers in general. I think there's something really charmingly, I don't want to say simplistic about them, pure, ideologically pure. Which is odd to say because, like, pure ideology is kind of moot to me. You know, it doesn't really matter if, you know, an RPG is an RPG. And what they do with the formula. Every once in a while, I might cover a game that's ostensibly a Souls-like, or at least heavily Souls-like inspired, or a roguelike, or something like that. And I will get a bunch of people being like, this isn't a roguelike, this is a action RPG. Or, you know, this doesn't count as a roguelike, it doesn't fit the Berlin Convention, stuff like that. And, like, for me, I don't think I've ever been much of a stickler. As long as it kind of fits the core theme and spirit of the thing. I think that matters more to me. Well, that door just opens. A little sus. I don't remember having a key, but hey. And so, like, for me, for a roguelike, you very much need short runs, generally. You know, Caves of Qud is a nice, like, old school, traditional roguelike that does not have short runs. That's eerie. Let's ignore that for a bit. But luckily, we can keep sneaking up on these guys, which is kind of nice. I do hope we find some other party members, though, as I could see that actually being quite helpful. Okay. Well, I did say I was hoping for some more party members. This looks like a party member, maybe. Party finds some poor soul locked inside a cage. Seems they're still alive. Break them out, talk to them. They cannot recall anything, specifically how they ended up in the cage. They woke up inside of it. They certainly weren't inside the maze to begin with. The prisoner within the cage seems to be alive. Break them out. You managed to break the lock. You caused a bit of noise in the process. Relieved they joined your group. We now have Rasmus. Okay, let's take a look at Rasmus. So they have randomly counterattack when attacked, and they have a heal. Let's teach that to Ulthor. And muscle rank 1, so they have taunt. Let's see, also resilient and double attack and some other things. I don't know. I'll have to figure out like skills and abilities and that stuff. It seems like there's more back here, but I've probably gained access. Oops. I probably gained access by going the other way around. It's another door. Yeah. What is this? Some sort of horrible reptile-like creature is poised behind a table, wrapped in a variety of frayed clothing. Its snout pokes out of the pile of cloth, its tongue flicking at the air. It speaks. Zyzo, welcome, lambs. In peace. Invite you to trade. Bargain. So, we can get spear powder for our Azoth, or beast claw for our Azoth. Definitely beast claw. I'm probably going to go for both of them. Tatis, thanks, lambs. Slink away now. Back in shadow. Meet again. Later. With that, the merchant disappears into the many shadows of the labyrinth. Okay, so here's the question. Who has the highest dexterity here? Not him. Maybe him? Yeah, I was expecting Rasmus to be more roguish, but he is not. He's got a bayonet. Sure. Beast Claw. Okay, we don't have anything else there. So, rather than a gold system, it's based on barter. Honestly, I dig that. I think that's actually extremely cool. Because then I have to kind of really decide whether or not it's something I want to keep or give up. This might actually be a shortcut back, or it's a new path entirely. It is a new path entirely. I wonder how randomly generated this is. Okay, so we found the floor down, but generally from my experience, going down a floor is usually dangerous. Alright. Yeah, the claws do a little bit more damage. Ooh, and he's weak to whatever that is. It doesn't do that much damage. Critical weakness, damn. Okay. Check these out. I think this is all kind of the same. Ooh. Okay, I should have waited on that one. At least the Eye Beast. Oh, no. The Eye Beast has spotted me. Well, it's fine. I'm not in too dire of straits at the moment. So what does this do? Reach into all allies, healing minor amount over time. Isn't a huge issue yet. Did somebody level up? They might have. And yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. It's kind of like old school turn-based RPGs. Let's see. Oh. There it is. And yeah, I could probably mess around with taunts. Oh, because Rasmus does actually have a taunt. But I think Uthor is currently fine. Almost looks like it kind of... It is a soldier. But is it a... What kind of soldier? It doesn't seem normal or right in any way, shape, or form. Okay, can I check map? I can. Whatever this is, it spooks me and I don't like it. We'll check it out last. It seemed like there were some other things that I could look at. Including over here? Oh. That's our campfire. I'm gonna double check. Oh, that was just the altar over here, wasn't it? I do wish there was a hotkey for just attacking. Oops. Oh, I can just maybe mash space. There we go. Okay, that's a lot faster. Yeah, this is just the relic we interacted with earlier. Okay. Let me see. What was I going to say? I don't know. Just general appreciation of dungeon crawlers. It's one of those where even though I never grew up with a genre, it's very nostalgic feeling. I think that's it. And that's kind of where the ideological purity comes from. Is just that it's very much aiming for kind of a more nostalgic angle, as opposed to like really trying to reinvent the wheel or like push an envelope, while also still providing some interesting ideas in like modern quality of life. I love that teaching as like mechanic. I think that's extremely cool, and I would love to see like more games do that. The idea of being able to like cross-class upgrade and do tricks and stuff. Let's see. Takes damage periodically until poison expires. Let's see how long it lasts. Not bad. Might want to have Rasmus use a heal. Minor heal. There we go. Decent amount of HP. Barely costs any TP. So if we look at this, really the only places left to explore are the weird dark zone that I haven't checked out yet. And then the going downstairs. Okay, so what is the deal with this room? I don't know. It's eerie. But to be fair, that is this whole game. Yeah, I wonder how procedurally generated this is. The monsters obviously come back, but it doesn't seem like any of the other events repeat. At least not from my experience. Well, I guess we're going down. Because where else am I going to go? Hopefully we can find another resting spot out here. Well, you look terrifying. Okay, let's do a femur breaker. Wow. Okay, Rot Golem's hamstrung. That did some damage to it. Okay, and I'm going to taunt. Provokes opponent to attack the character. Very quick action. I figure since they're the one with the counterattack, they should be the one to go for it. Oof. Hurts. Might as well do a minor heal on self. So it seems like it kind of remembers what your action was. And yeah, counterattacks work on a miss too, which is extremely good. Tough sucker. Well, that worked out great. So I guess that was kind of the first boss, wasn't it? Well, I don't see anything else here, so yeah, let's just keep going down. We didn't take so much damage that we need to go back and heal. And we have a mass heal if we need it. Ayy. As the party's at the camp, Rasmus notices a shadow skulking amongst the rubble. A dog. But what is a dog doing here? The dog has a collar with a little bit of dried blood on it, otherwise it seems to be healthy. It might be a hunting dog. The owner is nowhere to be seen. You suspect they're already dead. Offer scraps? Rasmus offers the dog some scraps, what very little of the group has. The dog eats them eagerly. It probably hadn't eaten in quite a while. Sylph joins your party. Pet the dog. Rasmus pets Sylph. She wags her tail contentedly. Alright, so characters. Let's take a look. So we have Sylph, the dog. Follow-up attacker. When an ally attacks an enemy with a skill, it has a great chance of immediately making an attack against the same target. Oh, I can't teach it. I mean, it makes sense. It's a dog, but... Oh, wait. No, we can teach some of these. Increases dodge chance by 15%. Okay. What about the other one? Die Hard. Chance of dying from mortal blows. I don't know. I think I'm going to teach this to Rasmus. Because, yeah, follow-up skills would be amazing. Follow-up attacker would be amazing, but honestly, just being able to dodge seems great. The rot and pollen bother the allergies of Sylphie. I got a freaking dog as a party member. That's awesome. Once again, really curious to see how procedurally generated this is. Let's see. I'm just gonna wait. There it is. And yeah, that follow attack is extremely good. We have Power Dog. I'll have to see if I can actually give it any equipment. Can I? Dog equipment unavailable. Okay, so that's fine. Shame. I was kind of hoping I could give it the metal claw. I don't know. As silly as it sounds, I feel like there almost should be skills where you can teach the dog weapon proficiency just for the goof of it. Well, that's terrifying looking. I should see if there's a button to wait outside of combat, as I think that would actually help tremendously. But yeah, if ever I get into game development, I'd love to make exactly one dungeon crawler. Huh, like an apartment building. Well, there's no enemies nearby currently. I say as we immediately find a dude. It's fine. But yeah, having the dog with a follow-up attack really massively increases the damage we're doing. It even follows up on a miss. That's so good. I have a couple of fans on Discord that are probably going to get very excited when I put this video out. I hope this does well. Like, it's one of those where, like, I know dungeon crawlers are kind of niche and maybe not the most, like, well-regarded anymore, but there's something about them, man. I mean, there's a lot of things about them, let's be honest here, that just makes them feel special. I'll have to see if there's anything I can do to make the dog extremely strong. Oh, I think I waited there. So spacebar might be a wait when you're just out and about. Could be wrong. I should do a video at some point on... Okay, Skyfish notices me. There we go. Wait, we have a toxic sting. That's new. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, toxic sting. Melee attack might poison the target. I don't think it's particularly necessary given everything. There we go. Oh, is that... Oh, it's Sylph. Sylph has the toxic sting. Huh. Alright. Not sure how the dog got poisoned, but that's fine. Okay, what do we have here? Treasure chest. Makeshift flail. Okay, who do we put that on? Ulthor? Actually, I think Rasmus has my highest strength. Yeah, functions as a flail. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, I should do a video at some point of like, hey, here are the best dungeon crawler RPGs. What? Well, this came out of nowhere. Appeared suddenly. Terrifying looking. But this whole game actually has like a really nice horror vibe going on. Like, a lot of dungeon crawlers tend to be a little on the ooky spooky side, but this is like extra ooky spooky in a good way. reminds me of, there's an incremental game that I really like the idea of, called sublevel 13 or something like that. Sublevel 8, sublevel 9, I forget. I'd have to look at it again. Let's see. Party finds a container sitting all on its lonesome. What could be inside? Unfortunately, it's locked. Getting whatever inside is another question. Without the know-how or nimble enough fingers, it seems that this lock is beyond your party's abilities. Let's leave it for a moment. We might be able to find other party members. Or a key. Let's see. There we go. There's the next exit. But we want to avoid that for a bit. Because I'm very much the explore the whole dang floor before I go anywhere. That's like a cockatrice. What did that do? Frailty. That follow-up attack is just unbelievably good. A lot of treasure chests around. Okay, we managed to get it open. We get a brain basher. Alright. That might be better than this. Yep. Does wreck their int. Okay, switching back to the makeshift flail. If only because minor heal might actually work off of that, whereas I don't think Uthor is using anything. Increases damage by 33% if the target is poisoned. Oh, that's actually very good. I wonder what the class system, how that works. But yeah, let's just tank his int for big damage. Because he ain't using his brain anyway. Alright. Get this treasure chest here. Yeah, so I don't think we have any keys. So I might want to just keep an eye out for potential thief party members. I think I'd probably swap out Uthor for somebody. Okay, so they join a group. Jin joins the party. But it looks like we don't get them back until, or we can't use them until we get a little further. Really, I gotta go get the, gotta get to the campfire. That's where we can swap them in and out. There we go. I do appreciate that, for the most part, this actually has felt pretty zippy. Some sort of horrible reptilian-like creature is poised behind a table, wrapped in a variety of frayed clothing. Its snout pokes out from the pile of cloth. Okay, so same thing. We can talk to it. Who? In shadows, our slinker, scavenger, and merchant of trinkets. Got many goods for you. Has been here long, very long. So, trade. So we can get an inconspicuous ring. Reduces chance of being target of attacks for the brain basher. Oh, sure. Tatis, thanks, lambs. So the main reason why I want that is I can potentially put that on one of the weaker characters. Oh, so we can take a look at what Jin has. Fate's Love. Oh, so they're a Spellblade. Prevents death, restoring 50 HP and cleansing all status ailments. Can only acquire once, at which point it's removed. Reveals the health of the target. Ooh. So Flamethrower, they also have Life Boost. Predict. Don't know what these do. Yeah, Diagnosis may be kind of vaguely good. Okay, close out of that. Because Uthor needs his pipe. I don't know who I'd put the... Actually, I think we can put the ring on Sylph. Let's see. Turn order, party rows, movement. No, that's not it. Where I can check tutorials? No. What I want is a button to wait. Changing allies, status condition, mortal blows, turn order, turn delay. Okay. Oh. If an attack hits a weakness or it's a crit, the turn delay is halved. That's actually kind of good. But that's not it. Yeah, character sheets, we know that. Party rows. Basic movement. Yeah, I guess I have to pull up the whole combat menu. Oh, I guess it moved forward for me anyway. Cool. What I'd like to be able to do is just press A button out of combat to wait until they get a little closer to me. Just to make my life a little easier. It's a little gnome wizard. What is this thing? It is, in fact, a gnome wizard. Got it in one. Got an Azoth. Good. Those are nice trade materials. I should probably avoid talking to the merchant until I've interacted with everything. Okay. So do we want to swap out characters? Maybe. Let's take a look at Uthor. He's got life boost. He does have counter. Soldier, he has rote, which is good. Devenomate, but maybe not pulverize? I wonder if that is exactly the case. So I could actually potentially take him out. So let's do party. Clear Uthor, add Jin. Jin just seems like they have more interesting abilities, and we have Rasmus, who doesn't have as high of HP, but has a lot more like tanking abilities. Uthor has an ominous premonition. Their welcome is running out. You also have stash for presumably dropping stuff off. And memorial, presumably for the characters that I had. Nobody's died yet, though, so that's a good sign. Okay, so sadly... yeah, being able to see health is going to be extremely useful. Oh, you know what? Actually, Jin. I'm going to teach that to Hills. And yeah, I could go either way on Fate's Love, to be honest. I like it for the preventing death, but if I never use it, it's kind of worthless. Okay, nobody has the capacity to unlock it or break the lock. Had we gotten lucky earlier? Okay. Jin gets a drop of sight. Okay, is there anything else, or do we just go down? I think we just go down. Yeah, so if I can get a rogue-style character, what I'm probably going to try and do is teach Rasmus the mass regen. Or not Rasmus, Jin the mass regen. I should see what Hills' abilities are at this point. Oh, because he's a ninja. Teach his skills faster, resist crit, Unshin, die hard, and frailty. Yeah, because I might teach him mass regeneration, then clear it out, and give it away? I don't know. I was expecting the ninja to be the character with the lock-picking skills, but apparently, ow. Yeah, can't bump into these guys. That is a no-go. That hurts. I guess we actually do have minor heal, though. I think I'm barely using any of my abilities. Okay, so that's... I'm pretty sure that's the merchant. If it's not the merchant, it's something else. But I might as well clear the whole floor out first. Water drips slowly from a spring onto a small basin. The water collected is clear, emanating purity and a sense of comfort. The party can rest here, heal up, and refresh themselves, but they can only do so once. Okay. I'm going to leave that. So that's a one-off heal. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go to a campsite up higher. Well, I think I'm fine for the moment. Oh. I guess it did notice me. What does atrophy do? Reducing strength. What does Engrace do? Raise to the target, increasing dexterity, cancels out vertigo. Not the most, like, useful attack abilities. Oh, we get another party member. They had followed a door, one out of place, and apparently unknowingly had entered this place. Little exploration landed them in a trap, and subsequently in this cage. Break him out. Alright, who's our new party member? Arrakis. Wild Arc. Electric spell that might strike multiple times. So this is an actual magus. Fire Elementalist. So exercise, light element damaging spell, and fireball. So it's an AoE. Pretty costly, though, is the one trick. I have a more knife in pajamas. I think I'll use them later. I'll keep an eye out for a skill or ability that gives TP back on the regular. Okay, there's the stairs down. Found that quick. I think we're gonna have to find a boss if I want to find another, like, convenient checkpoint. Oh, there's something on the other side of that one. Yeah, at some point I'll find an actual thief that I can use. Okay, nope. Pressing all the wrong buttons. What do you do? Vertigo. I don't think they need dexterity that much. And vertigo should wear off pretty quickly. There we go. Okay, out of sight. Oops. Got closer, didn't even notice. Looks like we actually have another enemy coming in. Let's wait for a bit. Is it not coming? Okay, apparently it has a ranged attack. Well, it's fine. Didn't do too much damage. We do have to worry about the dog a little. As the dog 100% is my least durable character. Okay, looks like there might be something else there. We have a cockatrice. Could do mass regen, don't think I need to. Yeah, do we want to atrophy? Range 2, reducing its strength. Sure, might as well use that. Really got to get somebody a bow. So maybe this is where the wizard would actually come in handy. I mean, absolutely. Seems like this area is super fighty. But not dangerous. Oops. I need to keep multicasting atrophy here. Okay, we get it. We get an Everfrost Icicle. I'm assuming that's a... No, it's a weapon. 50 dexterity ice. Grants ice mist and is valuable. Well... guess I'll use it for now. It's a very Spellblade weapon. Okay, what else do we have around here? Not much. Go down this direction. And we are golden. Anything here? No. This is very much the speed I needed. I have a headache. And so I needed something kind of chill that I could just, like, take my time on. And we got it. This is exactly what I needed. I saw this. Oh, it's the ladder. I saw that looming in the sky, and I'm like, is that a giant rib cage? Do I need to be terrified of that? The answer is no. We're good. Okay, so actually, that's it for this area. Well, let's interact. So we can get a lucky coin. Feels lucky. Costs the inconspicuous ring. We can get a bleachwood spear. Light and strength. Cost of the drop of sight. Oh. Perception by 3. Or mystic pendant. Reduces the cost of magic skills, but it costs me my Everfrost icicle. I don't think the mystic pendant is... okay. Is extremely good. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about the bleachwood spear. Has reach from back row, though. Can I check? Because I don't want to walk off. Permanently increasing perception by 3 is very good. But for now, I don't think it's really that useful. Okay, so Jinn, we've taken their weapon. Their strength is as good as their dexterity. So I think what I'm going to do is move him to the back row. Because, yeah, now they can just stab from afar. The makeshift flail. Yeah, the dodge chance is very good. They have avoidance. Toxic sting is very good. And what else they have? Resist electricity and taunt. I don't think that really helps. I want double attack, but we haven't gotten it yet. Yeah, I was hoping they could get flamethrower or predict, but no dice. Yeah, teaches skills faster. Let's teach this to Jinn. Speaking of Jinn, let's give them the Mystic Pendant. And we'll give Sylph the Lucky Coin. Okay. Saw a health bar pop up. But I don't see the monster it belonged to. Dang. Yeah, I was hoping to do one more fight. Maybe 1 or 2 more. I mean, we can just go back up a floor for a bit. There's no reason to rush. Unless it won't let me. Oh. Nope. This was a one-way trip. I guess we used the well. That means also all the treasure chests on the previous floor are lost forever. That's okay. But definitely means we need to pick up or keep an eye out for... Okay, we did get it. We got a drop of might, in fact. Okay. This is Rasmus. How do we use an item? Oh, use. I guess I could have actually put that on Sylph. Though, how does Sylph's damage work? It's got to be dex-based. Okay, let's go check that other treasure chest. It might be one of those that we keep trying on the treasure chest. Okay, well, we got a drop of celerity. Okay, what does that do? Dexterity by 3. Ooh. Putting that on the dog. Uh-oh. Okay, good. It's gone. So yeah, I guess the answer is for locked chests, just go ham on them. They will open eventually. Damn. Well, that's okay. Down we go. Yeah, I figure boosting the dog... Maybe we should give it strength and dexterity just because, but boosting the dog as hard as possible seems very wise considering it's got follow-up attacks. And yeah, that bonus damage, that dexterity did boost its damage. Oh. Hold up. Snap reaction, skills that activate based on chance. We gotta teach that to the dog, somehow. Because, yeah, if I can get that, the chance of the follow-up attack to be higher, that's going to be extremely good. Okay, so we've got a bunch of enemies in the area. It looks like only this one's aware of my existence at the moment. Yeah, a bunch of enemies, but I'm not too concerned. I was legitimately worried that this is going to be hard. A lot of dungeon crawlers tend to be more on the, like, punishing, damaging side. That they try and, like, really make you lose. And while this one does have permadeath, which is a concern, it doesn't seem particularly committed to making me suffer. Keelan notices me. Okay. Start with a toxic sting. Bunshin. Mirror image automatically makes the next attack against the caster miss, if it can be dodged. We also have mass regen, but I think we're going to break his femur. We are going to atrophy it. Do a taunt. Oof. And a minor heal on self. Okay, it is poisoned. Do mass regen. I don't know how long that lasts. Okay, missed. And we get a little bit of regen. And yeah, Rasmus hasn't gotten hit again. And yeah, it seems like mass regen is about... Oh, God. Okay, let's use our other medicine on Rasmus. I am so glad I used that medicine on Rasmus. Okay, I think we just do or die it. Ooh boy, that hurt. Real bad. Thank you for playing. Wishlist THYSIASTERY on Steam. I think I already have? Dang, that was good. Like, obviously it needs still some more time in the oven before it's done, but, like, all things considered, that was an extremely satisfying dungeon crawler in a way that, like, makes me crave more. Especially with, like, the skill system and trying to figure out, like, teaching characters new skills, and apparently you might even be able to improve them? Not entirely sure. So if I do this again, do I have different characters this time? As the main question I'd have for this demo, because starting with random characters and random abilities seems like it'd actually be kind of fun. So we got Cher and Stoba. Yeah, so Stopa's still a fighter, but they have Resilient this time around. Armor by 10%, total armor by 20%. That's pretty good. And Lobotomize. Attack the head that may impair intelligence. And a Rogue. So they don't have it unlocked, but they do have Lockpicker under the list. Same portrait, but still. And then they have Diagnose. That's such a cool system. Mainly from the perspective of just like having all of these having just randomized classes that you have to kind of mix and match and just hope for the best and figure out a good team composition. So that also means that if you play this game, you might not get the dog. Be jealous. Because I'm honestly going to say, I'm pretty sure the dog carried that run in a very good way. And I loved it. I cannot wait to play more of this. I do worry a little bit, you know, that the difficulty curve is going to be a bit swingy. You know, everything is fine until you hit the boss, at which point it just crits you into oblivion. I think that could feel a little unsatisfying, but I mean, we managed to pull it off. I had some medicine left. I had some healing. Like, it was possible. It just sucked. But it's fine. Oh yeah, and there's lore if you wait on the main menu long enough, but I'm not. Anyway, so if you want to play the THYSIASTERY demo yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. Genuinely, if you love dungeon crawlers, this is one to keep an eye on because blew my socks off in a very good way. And I can't wait to have it do that again when it actually comes out and has more features and things to do and stuff like that. But for now, at least, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.